With a coat as black as night and extinguished amber eyes, Rex was once a hero who saved hundreds of people. However, the day he grew old, they imprisoned him in a shelter. Does a hero ever turn into a monster?
Rex was like a shadow of pure muscle, with jet black fur that absorbed the dim light of the shelter. But what told his tragic story were those amber eyes, once sharp enough to hear a heartbeat under 10 feet of concrete, now darkening like embers about to go out. He was not just a dog, he was a decorated legend of the search and rescue world who had pulled dozens of souls from the debris of the world's worst earthquakes. Medals had been hung around his neck, but at the end of the day, medals were of no use and did not keep you warm. By his 457th day in the shelter, the fire in his amber eyes had turned completely to ash. He was labeled unadoptable, not because he was aggressive, but because he was expired in the eyes of a world that only values youth. No one wanted a 150-pound shadow that reminded them of mortality. But then, Elias came. Elias saw a weary soul, not a broken tool. When he took him and they walked out together, Rex did not even look back at the concrete kennel where he had spent over a year waiting for death. In his new home, his elderly neighbors were hidden behind their curtains, watching this massive black monster with fear. To them, his color meant bad luck, and his size meant danger. They saw a predator, while Rex only saw a place he was not yet allowed to guard. If you saw a decorated hero like Rex with those fading amber eyes, would you leave him to rot in a shelter, or would you be the person to open your home to him? Before he had barked even once, the neighbors started a petition for his removal. They called him a ticking time bomb. As Elias petted Rex's head, he felt the scars beneath the black fur, knowing that even if the world had retired Rex, his soul was not retired. He was waiting. His ears were catching frequencies no human could hear, listening to the deep, tectonic moans of the earth miles beneath his feet. The silence of the first week was broken on a Tuesday, exactly at 3 a.m. Rex stood in the center of the living room with his hackles raised, letting out an uncanny and rhythmic howl that seemed inherited from ancient times. This was not the bark of a dog wanting to play, it was a desperate siren calling for emergency help. For a week, every night like a set alarm, he started those screams. The elderly neighbors were driven mad with rage. Mrs. Gable called the police twice, claiming the black monster had lost its mind. Mr. Henderson stood at the fence, threatening Elias by shouting, "Silence that beast or I know what I'll do." Even Elias was beginning to realize he was losing. He tried everything: extra walks, calming treats, heavy blankets, but Rex refused to be quiet. He paced around the house, his amber eyes dilated and glowing in the dark, looking at the ground as if he could see beyond the building's foundation. He was exhausted, his old joints were aching, but he refused to lie down. On the 7th night, the noise reached its peak. Rex was not just howling, he was throwing his 150-pound giant body against the front door, then running back to Elias, grabbing his arm and pulling him toward the exit. While everyone called your dog a nuisance and a danger, would you trust the neighbors' complaints, or that your dog was trying to tell you something life-changing? Elias was helpless. With a shaking hand, he called Rex's old trainer. "He won't stop, Mark. They are going to take him from me. Why is he doing this?" There was a long silence on the other side. Then the trainer's voice came back in a cold and serious tone. "Elias, shut up and listen to me. Rex is not crazy. He is a seismic specialist. He doesn't bark at ghosts. He barks at the earth. If he is this agitated, you must leave that house urgently. Run now without taking anything. Run, Elias, run."
The moment Elias dropped the phone, the world tilted. It all started with a low rumble from the kitchen that sounded like the world was ending. Rex did not wait. With a bark like thunder, he grabbed Elias by his shirt and literally dragged him out the front door just as the first cracks appeared in the ceiling. Outside, the street was in a chaos of shadows. Elderly neighbors were bolting from their gardens. Some were shouting for silence, while others froze in terror as the ground beneath them surged like a whirlpool. This was not the big one, but it was enough to turn chimneys into rubble and shatter every window on the block. In the middle of the street, Rex stood like a jet-black monument. His amber eyes were no longer extinguished. They were burning with the fire of a hero who had found his purpose again. He did not stop to celebrate. Immediately, he ran to the porch of Mr. Henderson, the man who had threatened him just hours before, and began to dig frantically through the pile of collapsed bricks where the old man was trapped. When the dust cloud settled and fire truck lights filled the air, the neighborhood was silent. But it was a different kind of silence. Mrs. Gable approached Elias with trembling hands, looking at the black dog covered in dust and blood. "He knew," she whispered. "All week long, he was trying to warn us." Rex just sat there, his chest heaving, watching over his pack, the very same people who had signed a petition to send him away. They no longer saw a monster. They saw a guardian. After seeing Rex save an entire neighborhood that hated him, do you still believe some breeds are born dangerous? Or do you think it is the heart that truly defines a dog? Today, Rex does not stay in a shelter. He is the honorary mascot of the local fire department, and treats wait for him in every house on the block. His once extinguished amber eyes now shine brighter than the sun. Rex was not a problem to be solved. He was a protector who just needed someone to listen to his language. Not all heroes wear badges. Some wear black fur and have a bark that can save a city. His black coat now carries the gray dust of the walls like a badge of honor, a silent reminder of the night he traded his silence for their lives. He is no longer an outcast. He patrols the gardens where he was once feared, being loved and pampered by the same hands that once cast him out. In his amber gaze, the cold lights of the shelter have been replaced by the warm glow of a home that finally understands a hero's true worth. What would you do in this situation? Tell me in the comments below.